They called him dangerous. They called him divisive. But to millions, Malcolm X was the voice they had been waiting for. The voice of black pride, power, and liberation. And when he finally began to unite the world, that's when they took him. By the end of this story, you'll understand how one man's transformation from a street hustler to a revolutionary challenged the world's idea of freedom, race, and truth, and why his legacy still echoes through Africa and the world today. This isn't just the story of an American activist. It's the story of how Malcolm X's rise from darkness inspired a global movement, from Harlem to Ghana, from Mecca to Nigeria. A story of power, betrayal, and rebirth. It's February 21st, 1965. The Audubon Ballroom, New York City. A crowd gathers. Malcolm steps to the podium. And within seconds, chaos. 21 bullets ended his life, but not his message. But here's what most people don't know. Just months before his death, Malcolm had been to Africa. He met with presidents, freedom fighters, and scholars. He wasn't just fighting for black Americans anymore. He was connecting Africa's liberation with America's struggle for justice. That shift may have been what sealed his fate. Malcolm Little was born into fire. His father, a preacher and follower of Marcus Garvey, was killed when Malcolm was just 6. His mother institutionalized. The world taught him early that survival was a war. By his teens, Malcolm was a hustler, a thief, a man running from pain. But in a prison cell, surrounded by silence, he found something greater: books, history, and faith. And from those pages, Malcolm X was born. By the late 1950s, his words shook the nation. He was bold, articulate, and unafraid. "We didn't land on Plymouth Rock," he said. "Plymouth Rock landed on us." To the oppressed, he was truth. To the powerful, he was trouble. He gave black America a mirror, and what they saw scared the system. But behind the fiery speeches, a transformation was quietly beginning. Inside the Nation of Islam, Malcolm discovered corruption, lies that shattered his loyalty. And when he spoke out, he was exiled from the very movement he built. In 1964, he traveled to Mecca. Among Muslims of every color, he found a new truth, a brotherhood that went beyond race. His heart opened, his message changed. He began reaching out to African leaders: Nkrumah of Ghana, Nasser of Egypt, Kenyatta of Kenya. He dreamed of uniting Africa and the diaspora to bring America's racial crimes before the United Nations. But that vision frightened those in power, and soon the threats began. His home was bombed, his phones tapped, the FBI watched, the Nation of Islam turned against him. And on that cold February afternoon, before a crowd that loved him, Malcolm X was silenced forever. But death couldn't stop an idea. Across Africa, students began to quote him. His face appeared on walls in Ghana, Tanzania, and South Africa. He taught that the greatest revolution begins in the mind, that freedom without dignity is still captivity, and that Africa's liberation and the black struggle abroad were one and the same. If Malcolm X had lived longer, Africa's political map and the global fight for equality might look completely different today. Malcolm X's life teaches us 3 timeless lessons. Transformation: your past doesn't define your destiny. Courage: truth is costly, but silence costs more. Unity: when we rise together, the world must listen. He once said, "A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything." Today, that message still calls to Africa, to stand tall, to unite, to rise. If this story moved you, subscribe and keep the fire of Africa's heroes burning bright.